IWMY may have a major weakness compared to all of its counterparts. Let's talk about it. This is Mike, the tactical stock scalper. All right. We're just going to be talking about IWMY, QY, and JEPI, right? And just kind of go over this and what I'm looking at. As we look at a natural market movement, let's just look at the cues here. You know, we have run-ups, we have drops, run-ups, drops. Then we'll have 9 months to a year of a drop. Then we'll go back up, right? And then more drops and then back up. The market moves in a cycle and money flows and up and down, and it doesn't move in a channel, right? So with that being said, after dividend drops from QY, if the markets are going up, you can expect, right, your share price to go back up like QY has done, and it's been beautiful. Now, let's talk about IWMY and what I'm noticing. So we look at this chart, okay? Let's go to IWM. IWM, here we go. People will say, Mike, why don't you use the Russell? It's because they look identical. It's just that the ETFs, to my eye, that follow the main markets look a little cleaner. And plus, I have my line drawn from years of trading it. So IWM, look how it moves. It moves in channels. What does that mean for your share price when we have the dividend drops? Now, look, guys, if I am way off base here on what I'm thinking, obviously I have no proof because we need time. But if I'm way off base here on what I'm thinking, leave a comment, please. And if you like my content, drop a like, caress the like button, and subscribe. I would really appreciate you. So we have IWMY trading in channels for years, right? Since 2021, it's traded in channels. So what that means is when you get your dividend and we're at the top, let's say, of one of these channels, let's say it's a $200 mark on IWM, and it sells off like it has for the past, couple years, well, your dividend or your share price is going to continue to drop. It's not, even though the markets may be going up that like this, right? In these kind of cycle movements of the market, IWMY, easy for me to say, moves in channels. So that may hurt us with these high yield funds in the future. Now, I do think the dividends from IWMY will be better than most just because look at the volatility through these areas and through time. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? Right in this channel. Lots of volatility because when the stocks decline in price, volatility increases. That's good for us. But what's also not good for us is a constantly depreciating share price, right? It's just not great. And then the dividends will be lower over time because of that. So we just need to kind of see how this plays out. But just now looking, just from the outside, only being in the fund since its inception, but it hasn't been around very long. And since it's been in, like it literally basically came in down here off that bounce off 165 and has gone pretty much straight up ever since. So we don't know what MY is going to look like if it sells off like it has here, right? So if it sells off for the next 2 months, 3 months, whatever, and then bounces again from 165, will the share price just keep falling over the next 2 to 3 months as the underlying is falling? And then we'll have a tougher time trying to climb back up because it trades in channels, the price essentially gets capped. Now, I'm not saying it can't rocket from here and go back up and trade in this top channel. It definitely could, right? There's no doubt about it. But it's going to be the same problem up there, just at a different price tag. So, we did have to have a blow-off top up there, but essentially, this thing has done nothing but trade in channel. So this will be a very interesting watch. But I do want people to be aware that share price may be an issue with IWMY, unlike its counterparts, right? Just The charts are different. Let's look at SPY for the JEPI people. Right? Same type of movement. Right? SPY sometimes gets a little crazier at times, sometimes doesn't. But they move a little different, but all the markets pretty much move the same except for the Russell. So just something to watch, and let me know what you think. If you think this is a possibility, and if I am just losing my mind over looking at these charts. This is Mike, Tactical Stock Scalper, out.